approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver one, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his number one target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
Second and 10.
Jackson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. That's Isabella open on the right side.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And just a yard to go here on second down. First carry for James Conner. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Conner. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Wentz now on first down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start to...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The drive will start with an option going left. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It was a little bit of a surprise when DeForest Buckner was traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Indianapolis Colts prior to the 2020 season, but it sure paid off for Indy. Named All-Pro for the first time with 9.5 sacks.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Connor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle.
Wentz to Doyle there. First down, Colts.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives them a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. On play action, Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll run the screen with Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. On the handoff, counter, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Oh, nice move. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll find Lindsey here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
in second and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. On the run is Connor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Colts on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop